Okay, is it working? Okay, y'all, listen. The weather. Okay, welcome to Worthy Wednesday. I am your host, Karee, and I am happy to see you. You guys, it has been a little overcast today, so whenever it is overcast, there is such a delay in my internet signal, and that really frustrates me. But welcome to Worthy Wednesday. I didn't even say hello, so I feel like I need to start this over. So, hello. Welcome to Worthy Wednesday. I'm your host, Karee, and I'm happy to see you. Y'all, welcome to September. Today is September 3rd, 2025. Two things that I thought was really funny. Number one, how many people thought that we're entering the last quarter of the year, September, October, November, December, and then I saw all of these economists, financial analysts, just people that I know professionally saying, this is not the last quarter yet, because a quarter is 3 months, right? So the year is evenly divided into 4 quarters. So we are still in quarter number 3. We will hit quarter number 4 in October. Anyway, I don't even know why I thought that was funny. Hey, Summer Sister, good to see you. Vicky, I love you. So I just chuckled on myself when I realized that we still had one more month until we hit quarter 4. But also, here's another interesting fact. My dad was in the military forever, and the fiscal year for the Department of Defense begins October 1st, right? That's crazy talk. So anyway, it's like everyone is starting over in January, and the military is like, we start over in October. Catch up. You know what I mean? Anyway, but I hope you guys are having a good day. Outside of it being a little overcast right now, it was 101 today. Ooh, okay, I know y'all can't believe it because some people are just now going back to school this week. Our kids have been in school since August the 4th, so they almost a month in. That's good for them. But it was 101 today. Y'all, I want to talk about something that I think is really unbelievable. No, Vicky, I cannot believe that 2025 is almost gone. Girl, no. I feel like the days are long, but the years are short. But I wanted to talk about something tonight in relationship to the year of 2025, talking about everyday miracles, something that I think is really important. Back in the day when my baby was growing up, High School Musical was a thing. Now, if you listen, you might know about it and you might not, and I don't really care, okay? Anyway, but High School Musical was blowing up on the Disney Channel. There was also Camp Rock was really huge. Okay, just a lot of things that involved, those early teenage years. And so I remember when High School Musical came out, then High School Musical 2, and then the final High School Musical. Y'all, they took that sucker to the movies, okay? And yes, we went to watch it. But there was a song in the very first High School Musical, and they reprised it every sequel. And it was called This Is the Start of Something New, right? And it was between Zac Efron's and Vanessa Hudgens. They were the two main characters in the movie, right? Anyway, and they were singing this song, This is the start of something new. They did a dance. Anyway, it was corny. I can't even believe I still remember it, but it happened. But that really struck me today because I think we as people are always looking for the start of something new, the start of a new month, the start of a new week, the start of a new year, the start of a new relationship, the start of a new opportunity. And I really begin to wonder, why are we always looking forward to something starting over or something starting again or something starting new when we haven't done anything with the time that we're currently living in? Now, honestly, y'all, this is really not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time I do Worthy Wednesday, it's really for me. I'm talking to myself and I just start laughing when I hear myself say things because it hits me like a ton of bricks. But that song was in essence when Zac, his character, really embraced that he loved musical theater, which I think is cool. All the basketball boys came. One little boy liked to bake. It was great. And it was really about learning who you are and learning that you can do all of the passions together, right? You can sing, you can dance, you can hoop, you can run track, you can play volleyball, you could be in the band. And I just thought, oh, this is such a good message for kids to know that they can do a lot of things. They don't have to specifically be tied down to one thing, nor be a part of a specific group that reflects that particular, area, right? But as I have I've gotten a little bit older, I've really started to think, why am I always looking for the start of something new? I I find it interesting in today's society. People are talking about quiet quitting, right? There's such a thing as people trying to exit without being known, and then they just leave, right? Or people they want to work remote, and they want to work two jobs, they want to double dip, they want to do all these things. And I just kept thinking to myself, what is the attraction to starting something new? Like, what really provokes people to start something new? What is your thought process when you want to start again? Now, obviously, when you look at it in relationship to a car, this is how I thought about it really, because the ignition on the car went out and it needed a new ignition. There was nothing wrong with the engine, nothing wrong with the battery, nothing wrong with the firing. It was just the actual component of the ignition was broke, and it was not sending a complete signal, and therefore the car would not turn on. Anyway, got that replaced, and it was like vroom, like firing it up, right? So you're so excited. So I'm like, wow, the ignition, which is pretty much the tool used to start something, had died. And in order for me to get it working, it needed a new one. But y'all, I keep thinking about that in relationship when we're looking at everyday miracles. Like, have you ever thought about that the start of a brand new day is what you need to have a new miracle that day? Like, the start of the day, that's a miracle, right? The start of you getting into your car, even though we don't ever think about it, because we take those things for granted. That is you starting a new opportunity to get into your car, to drive to work or drive to wherever you're supposed to be, and you make it there safely. When you close the door, when you open the door to your office, or open the door to your website, or open the door to your new business, that is the start of something new. And I don't mean new in the sense that I've never seen it before, that I've never experienced before. It means that this moment that I am living in is new. It is a right now moment, meaning that I have the ability to take this opportunity and decide what I am going to do. I think it's interesting to me because when we hear the word new, and the dictionary, listen, y'all, it is really your best friend. I'm just going to tell you right now. Like, if you want to be smart, read the dictionary. When I read the dictionary, I tell y'all this all the time, but I really think I know nothing, because I'm like, how do I know all these words? And I think I know the definition until I look them up. Anyway, so new, obviously, I thought to myself, new is of or relating to, right? Something that you've never seen. It is the beginning of something, right? Okay, no. New in the dictionary is related to never being used, never being open, right? And in my head, I said, that makes perfect sense. When something is new, you have the opportunity to open it, you have the opportunity to close it, you have the opportunity to take all of it in and then say, oh my goodness, I now get to make this what I need it to be. Like, and what is the best definition of that, Corey? I'm so happy you asked me. The best definition of new is time. Every single day you get new time. It's the start of a new day. 24 hours is what you get, and it's new every time you get it. It's not the same day over and over again. Just like people would talk about that movie Groundhog Day, where he lived the same day over and over again. That doesn't really happen in real life unless you choose that to happen, because you're not thinking about this day is the start. Right now, it is the beginning, right? It is the first place that I am in to begin something that I have never seen or experienced before. This day, this moment, this hour, this relationship, this degree, this experience is the beginning of something I've never seen. So anyway, I was thinking as I thought about that song, and it was so cute, and how many times we sang it, how many times we've heard it. Y'all should look it up. This is the start of something new, High School Musical. I realized the importance of the start. I think it's easy to say to people, I mean, and I'm guilty of this, of telling people, just start, girl. Like, you ain't got the money, that's okay. You ain't got the back, that's okay. And it sounds really good to tell people to start something when we really don't understand what it takes for people to actually start something. It actually is not you just launching the website or launching the business or getting the building. What the start actually is you making a decision to go. Right? You have to decide, I'm gonna go do this. Right? You don't start a business without first deciding, I'm gonna do it. You don't start having a better relationship until you decide, I'm going to change my mind and I am going to become who the Lord said I am, to be a better wife, to be a better mother, to be a better sibling, to be a better CEO, right? We think that we can just mysteriously start being someone else or start making different choices without understanding the repercussions of the things that we did prior to the start of this something new. Like, people don't forget how you treated them Thursday because on Friday you decided that you weren't that person anymore. We have to understand that the start of something new requires dedication, consistency, discipline, maturity, right? And no one really talks about those things. I mean, sometimes I don't even want to talk about them, but as an adult, I have learned I can't expect people, and by people I mean me, because y'all know I'm really just talking about myself, because really we're talking about the woman in the mirror. In order for me to say I have the start of something new, I need to realize it's me. It's me that needs to be new in my thoughts, in my attitudes, in my speech, in my facial expressions, right? I have to be new, meaning I need to choose to begin again, right? I can tell you from real life experience as you're growing up. I grew up, my parents were pastors, y'all know that, so we grew up as preachers' kids, and I felt like everybody was always looking at us, and we always had to behave all the time, and we always had to be polite and say yes ma'am and no ma'am and yes sir and no sir, and you know, we had to serve 24 hours a day. It's fine, I love that life. I'm not even mad. I'm glad that I got to live it. I'm thankful for that. But I want you to know that the only way, just hope I don't burst any bubbles tonight, but the only way that you can become something that you've seen is to start something new. You want to be a nurse? You're going to have to start going to college. You want to be a doctor? You're going to have to start going to college and then go to medical school and then do your residency. You want to become a teacher? You're going to have to start to go to college. Then you have to start your certification process, and then you have to apply for licensure. You guys, there's no way for us to get past the process. And I wish as women we would understand, you don't become anything overnight. There is work that has to be done at every single intersection, at every single marker of growth. There is work that has to be done. So as cute, oh my gosh, you guys, it was so cute, the start of something new for the Disney Channel, and they were singing that song, and now they were going to have a new life, and they were going to keep dating, and high school continues on, and isn't it great? We cannot get caught up in the fantasy that the start of something new is without time. It takes time to start something new. It takes time to become new. It takes time to grow. And I am learning, and it seems crazy that I should even still be learning this right now, but I am, because, well, first I want to be a student forever, like for real. But that doesn't pay, so I don't do it. But I am learning even now that the ability to start something new comes because I have made the decision to steward well the things that I have been responsible for up until that point. And once I have desired to move into something new, I can look back over the things that I have been able to complete, knowing that when I start something new, I already know I'm equipped with the tools to complete it. I really hope that we can start understanding that it is not anything that we should look at as a negative if you have to start something new. This just means you now have another opportunity to begin again. I can take this new day. Like, I just want y'all to think about this tomorrow when you get up. This is the start of something new. 24 hours the good Lord has placed in front of me. What am I going to do with these new 24 hours? How am I going to respond at work? How am I going to respond to my family? How am I going to respond to the traffic? Because people really don't know how to drive and I just want to honk my horn and not say something that's kind. How am I going to respond to this new 24 hours? I honestly don't know. I'm just going to tell you right now, and if I was really bold and if I was really about that life for myself, I would be like, I should record myself to see what I'm going to do with the new 24, because it's easy to say people are wasting a new start, or people are wasting a new time, or they're wasting a new day. But it's not so easy when you have to look at yourself and determine, with the start of this new 24 hours, how many hours did I waste? Y'all, let's just talk about the internet for 1 minute. You can waste 24 hours on the internet. I mean, I feel like they had put any and everything on there. Recipes, cookbooks, massage, exercise, all the health stuff you want to do. And it gets you engrossed into something, and then you look up and you're like, I have spent 4 hours surfing the internet. I have watched 22 YouTube videos, 17 sermons, 24,000 short. Like, I don't know if anybody else thinks about this, but I do. And I keep saying there can be no new start, Karee, if I am not willing to examine what I'm currently doing with the new I had at the beginning of today. Anyway, so at the end of High School Musical, the third one, because you know there's 3 of them. So anyway, I'm just telling y'all this. So at the end of the new one, at the end of the last one, the kids, you know, they graduate, and then they tell you all the places that they're going to go to school, and then in the background you hear that song before the High School Musical theme song. You hear, this is the start of something new, as the kids are talking about where they're going and what they're going to do next in their life. And it really just made me think today. My baby, she started working kind of today, kind of, and it was her very first day. And I said, oh, this is the start of something new for her. A new experience, a new opportunity, new moments to grow, new moments to see if she is now ready to step into adulthood, right? The way that I hope that she is ready and pray that she is ready. And I thought about how even I, stepping into a new part of parenting, right? This is a new phase of parenting. If I too am ready for the start of this new chapter in my life. And I thought, well, before I get too far in my thoughts, before I get too far wondering if everything is going to go okay, how's she doing, all these things, I said, I'm just going to be present in this moment and realize that today was the start of something new, and it was a miracle. And then I just realized, boy, if we don't start acting better, y'all, I don't even know what to tell us. We have got to start acting better. When you realize that the start of something new is a miracle, it changes how you think about everything. Anyway, I'm excited for my baby. I can't wait to hear how it goes. This evening, I'm like, hurry up and call me. But y'all, tomorrow is the start of something new. I'll see you again.